Hello everyone, Dan here with another thumb tip effect of the day. Actually two in this case. There is actually the note to reality, and the other one is tax write-off or receipt to coin. And both of them are very cute little routines. They play off well. People smirk and go, "Wow!" Something they expect from a magician. It's nice. Both of them are very simple in execution and clean and direct. And, they play to different audiences. So at this jam session, enjoy Tax Write-Off and Note to Reality. Thank you. Hello everyone, Dan here with a couple new thumb tip effects on top of the ones we've already published. In this jam session, we'll be focusing on 3 of them. There is the tax write-off and then a note to reality. They're 3 beautiful little pieces, and I hope you enjoyed them in this jam session. And without further ado, let's get straight on to the performance. So in the first effect, I got a bill. I might as well show it. It can come out folded and you unwrap it. I got this bill recently, and this is something very concerning to me. It is a legit bill, and it's frustrating how high the rate was. It was crazy, and I had to pay it, and as usual, normal people do. So I decided to make something of it, because you know what? No matter how high the bill you pay, if you're an entrepreneur of some kind or you work for yourself, and if it is within reason, you can actually do something very cool. And in America, we have something amazing, or around the world, we have something amazing, and which I call write-offs, or what everyone calls a tax write-off. So with the magical words of paying a large bill, I would just utter the magical gesture in words: tax write-off, tax write-off, tax write-off. I get 50-cent piece. The first of the 3 is kind of interesting. I actually have a recent bill I paid, and you could actually see how high it was. This is the bill. I'll let you see it for a second. And this was a huge bill I had to pay. I mean, look how high it is. 100 bajillion? That's very, very serious, as you can tell. Anyways, we got the bill, and I decided, let's make the most of it. Because it is a high amount, 100 bajillion. But I think we can make something of it. As with corporate America and the rest of the world, as with all my bills, I put it away for tax time. And this is my tax write-off. Thank you. The next effect of the 3 is kind of an interesting one. I'll show you what I mean. Let's think of an insect. So let's say we ask a spectator an insect they like that breathes life into everything around them and they just consider serenely beautiful. And let's say, for sake of argument, they say a butterfly. So they say butterfly, and really? Butterfly? Okay, you know what? Write that down. Write that down on a piece of paper. So they do. There we go. So they write down butterfly on the piece of paper. Hopefully you can see it amongst my bad writing. And then let's actually go forward with this. Let's actually use this as a note that will serve an important purpose to the ideas of reality. So they are holding on to a note. You give the note out to them, and we can go from there. We actually get the note, and I said I want to make it more than just something that a note you were told to write down something. I want you to believe in imagination, that for just a moment everything feels real. Now you can crumple and fold it up, you can do precise folds, or you can be like me, where I just decided to be clever with it. We take this beautiful note, don't worry, we're going to do something amazing with it, hopefully. We take this idea, which it just seems like fragments and seems like nothing's manifested from it. We get all these pieces, and we really do take every single last piece up to the last one. and we push it on the side. And it can maybe be something more. It could be a note to ourselves. A note that nothing is impossible. That anything can happen. Thank you. So, for the explanation of note to reality, a very, very simple effect, and it's more selling the creativity of it. We will need a butterfly, a thumb tip, a notepad, or something small like a little piece of paper you can write on. The smaller it is, the easier the effect gets. And something to make it visible. It could be a pen, but for the sake of clarity and seeing everything, I use a Sharpie marker. You don't have to. This is only because I want to make it visible for the camera. So, we ask people, and if it fails, it's just like you're asking a question. No magic has happened. If you can ask them, what's their favorite insect that's beautiful and transcends life itself, and you try to suggest that idea loosely alluding to butterfly but never saying so. And if they say, make you say butterfly, no, it's a free choice, whatever. If they choose butterfly of their own free will, then the effect becomes amazing. So let's say you can do that, or you just say, you know what's amazing? You could just suggest it. Being able to see a good butterfly. You know, they travel, and you could talk about how they go long distances in their lifespan to be able to drink nectar of flowers and all those things. So you got all these little bits of byplay to go off of. Essentially, you just want them to write down butterfly of their free will. Okay? Little ideas. So they write down butterfly. And this is where having a smaller piece of paper can really come in handy. I'm using a large notepad to show the extensive examples you can do, but we got that. I should also mention for the setup of the effect, for the thumb tip and the butterfly, they can just be in your pockets. They're just in there, and then you got the notepad and thing, and so it really seems off the cuff. And so you get them to write down butterfly. Okay. And now we have multiple options to go with this, with how we want to vanish this. But first, to get the thumb tip and the butterfly on, put away the marker. Both hands go inside the pocket. Casually, as they're examining, or you're giving them the sheet of paper to hold on to, both hands go in, both hands come out. And then we take back the sheet of paper, and we can hold it with both hands, eventually just transitioning to the hand that's more dirty, which holds the entire butterfly. And you can get these from China on eBay for like $20 for $5. I don't know. Anyway, so, or maybe 100 for like, was it like 100 for $5? I don't remember. It's something relatively cheap. So then we got the thumb tip right here. And so what we do, we can fold it on up, but in this case my paper's too large and it takes too long to fold it. You can crumple it on up, but I didn't want for the YouTube video to look very messy. But you could treat it like a silk, and then there you go. If you know silk work, then just go for it. But I just want to make it more simple to put it inside, so I opted for tearing it, which can add drama to it. Why would you tear up someone's writing? And you say, for the context of this trick, we're going to use something amazing. So you get all the pieces, however much you want to tear it up, just so it can easily go inside the thumb tip. Okay. And I'm going to just tear it up again so it can all fit in there easily. So you have all those pieces, and now we do the Rico's insertion, which, while I am tired of explaining it in every video, I will explain it for this one. Show all the pieces as your hand goes inside the fist. Fingers pull back. Fingers pull back on all the pieces, and only the thumb tip goes inside. Okay, so show all the pieces with the thumb tip behind. Pieces pull back as we grip onto the thumb tip, pulling it off. Show all the pieces one last time, and now we mold it tight because we're going to shove all these pieces right inside. Thumb tip. What the Rico's insertion does is it allows you to show the thumb tip fairly twice, and also get it in this position without anyone knowing. And it's very discreet, rather than just literally trying to find some reason that the hands can meet together. Anyways, we were back in this position. We did the Rico's insertion, show it again, put all the pieces inside. You put the thumb tip on, poked to clean up, give it some magical gesture. And so what has happened so far is you've torn up, they wrote down butterfly, you've torn it up, put all the pieces inside your fist, you give it a magical gesture, and then you can show it how, and present it however you want, the little way of life, and that a piece of paper has become a reality or manifestation of the butterfly itself. My name is Dan. Hope you enjoyed that little first effect, the note to reality. Thank you. For the second effect, we have, what was it? Receipt to coin. Yes. So we had that receipt. I'm not sure where I put that receipt. That was a really good receipt I made. $100 gajillion. Is this it? No, that's not it. But I believe it's inside my... let me see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Sweet. So, we have the note, or the bill, $100 bajillion. I'll put this. Just make up whatever kind of fake bill you want, or you can actually have a real bill. It does not matter to me. Just make sure it's easily foldable inside the thumb tip. Got the thumb tip, and then whatever you want to use as your write-off. Maybe you could use a bill, like just fold it up, a $20 bill. In this case, I decided just to opt for a 50-cent piece. You got the gag note. Everyone enjoys that. $100 bajillion from America. You fold it on up and have it pre-folded. It doesn't matter if it's pre-folded. Fold it on up, fold and then fold. And you say, with all this money I spend, you know what's good during tax season? It's used, and you can do the same usual Rico's insertion. Here, push inside, there, and then little wave, and it turns into a coin. I've explained Rico's insertion in all the previous videos, so look at that if you want a good idea of the uses for that move. And yeah, you've literally produced a 50-cent piece. Wow, that is cool. And so that's a little effect with, a receipt to a coin, so it's tax write-off. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed it.